that there's no Age of Empires? Or Age of Mythology? Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Cool. Why, you on cast? No, but if you on cast. Why?
Just about the last couple of hours, I can feel it in my throat. She's getting sick last week, Kim's got feeling migraine. She's feeling sick. But she's trying to keep an eye on who I've got that's healthy and who I've got that's not.
I have my,
I don't know if I know the 2K4 has still on a casket. I just realized. You want to do something?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, folks. So, well, we're jumping right into the action. We have got GiMiX from Canada taking on swatjjang from South Korea. The map is ironic, and all of a sudden the folks from the tournament came up and said, "Hey, get off your ass and start doing something." So we are inside the game right now here for UT2K4. swatjjang taking on GiMiX. Thank you to the WCG officials and referees who have just been outstanding this entire tournament, helping us out, making sure that we have the proper information. And you know what? I apologize. They're on the server now, but they're warming up. So they must have switched maps, and as you know, in UT, when you switch maps, you get that countdown. So that's good. That's good. That's going to give me a chance to lower my game sounds, because I've noticed that they are actually pretty high. So I've gone ahead and done that, and we're going to have this game underway here very shortly. Word on the street is that there's some sickliness going around here at the World Cyber Games, so everyone needs to be careful. Meaning, don't share waters, don't share colas, no kissing. Play it safe. Right, Polygon? Right. Polygon team leader of Japan says right. Polygon, do you watch Prince of Tennis? Prince of Tennis? You know Prince of Tennis? Prince of Tennis. Anime, you know, Prince of Tennis? Yes, yes, yes. My wife and I watch that. It's very good. Huh? Oh, yeah? Yeah? Is he a good player? Okay. Okay, we'll see how he does versus the... You what? Yeah. Oh, yeah? On the main? Oh. Well, okay. All right. I'm on air. Thank you, Sin, for coming by and letting me know that as you're talking to buddies here at the World Cyber Games. But you know what? As the World Cyber Games is always touted, friendships and building friendships are important. So I'm going to go ahead and write that one off as friendship building, and it's going to be acceptable. So, Sin, how things been going for you?
You know, it's been a busy day. I've been, running around trying to make sure everybody's on the same page as far as we go until my Counter-Strike action begins on Saturday. But I can't wait. I'm having a good time. I actually had a chance to cast some FIFA with Nice Guy Ed, the FIFA Master, and it has been nothing but a blast here at the World Cyber Games so far. We're getting ready here for this UT match, and then we're going to go over to a little update of everything that's been going on in and around the WCG area, including Counter-Strike, among other games that we haven't been casting yet.
Excellent. Yeah, well, I mean, certainly there is so much information and you know, we're definitely doing our best to bring you what we believe is the most pertinent of information. But, you know, there's also a lot of websites that are doing some very good coverage of this event as well. Obviously, for Counter-Strike, you've got GotFrag. Amped is doing their best to try to keep an eye on all the games out there. You know, you've got your other websites like Cash.net and a lot of international websites. I saw the Cyberfight guys here, Lex and Velocity, and they're doing all the updates. Are we ready? Yeah. Both players are there? Okay. We're pretty much ready to rock and roll. So, sorry, I want to get my...
My bad. Go ahead. You know, I'm going to go ahead and take us over for a minute. So we got Unreal Tournament coming up right now. DTV's about to take that over. I'm going to wish you good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Have fun.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Once again, if you've just joined us here on the UT2K4 channel, we have got South Korea swatjjang versus the Canadian superstar GiMiX. And the map is going to be Ironic. I said that Refinery was one of my favorites, but if I had to pick a number one, there's no doubt about it. Ironic is my favorite map in the Unreal Tournament. This particular one should be a good one. GiMiX, a very well-known player in Canada, but, you know, in North America. He didn't have the chance to attend some of the other international events earlier this year. But, you know, he is going to do his best here at the World Cyber Games 2004 in San Francisco. Both players have readied up, and we are ready to go inside this game. The countdown has begun. 3, 2, 1, folks, and we are started. I am following off GiMiX right away, and he's going to get a spawn by the bio rifle. Goes down below near the 50 armor, picks himself up a flak, but he's not going to wait for that 50 armor. He's going to go through the Shards hallway, pick up those health files, and meets his opponent in the link gun room. He's going to retreat out via the rocket launcher room. He makes his way into the super shield room, finds his opponent. They knew they'd find each other. There's some nice secondary flag. Firing some primary, and he's going to get the first frag versus the South Korean swatjjang, and he's going to pick up that super shield. GiMiX doing a great job off the spawn there, playing a very, very smart game. I believe that start was very tactical. It probably wasn't the greatest position that he could have started on in this particular map, but he definitely made it to work in his benefit. Right now he's got 100 armor, 60 health, and they're going to meet up once again down in the 50 shield area. He's going to take him out once again. The South Korean goes down to GiMiX, the Canadian. It is now 2-0, and he looks to have some pretty strong control here against his South Korean opponent. He grabs the 50 health and 50 armor. He's got 138 armor, 117 health. He almost grabs himself an LG, but is actually forced out of that particular room by his opponent, swatjjang. He is now roaming the super shield area, firing some preemptive flak balls to make sure that if opponent happens to get in, he can get that preemptive strike on it. GiMiX is going to pick up that super shield. Still no sign of his opponent, though. He's going to make a nice trick jump up to the bio rifle room, finally sees his opponent sneaking his head from around the corner, picks up the 5 vials in the hallway, goes into the rocket launcher room, finds his opponent, lands 2 shot combos, nice jump up. He's going to pull out his rocket launcher, full on assault, 1, 2, 3, tries to follow up with the sliding gun, but just can't do it. Pulls out his link gun, knows his opponent's hurting badly, but just can't seem to finish him off. Firing shots left and right. swatjjang, before he goes down, manages to get some very, very nice shots in on his opponent using both the flak and the rocket launcher. So although GiMiX was able to pick up that frag, swatjjang did do some good damage versus his opponent here on Ironic. It's now 3-0, and oh, what a sweet little kill there. A nice primary flat cannon kill as GiMiX waits for that super shield. He manages to jump over his opponent and gets an aerial assault. Nicely done by GiMiX, the Canadian powerhouse. It's now 4-0. 0 points for the South Korean swatjjang, but doing his best to stay in this game. Let's switch over to him and see what sort of strategies he is deploying in this particular map. We've got 12 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Jang is waiting near the 50 armor. He's firing some spam secondary flaks up towards the ramp, the bio rifle room. He's going to drop down the link gun room, pick up the 5 health vials, and now drop it down, find himself a rocket launcher, and out of nowhere, look at that, gets taken out with a lightning gun shot. Didn't even see where his opponent shot that one from, and that's going to put GiMiX with 5 on his scoreboard. The South Korean player has 0 at this time, so a nice lead for the Canadian powerhouse GiMiX, 5-0. And watching Zhang, it looks like he is waiting very patiently for that super shield. He does have an opportunity to steal it away here, but he is going to be forced out of the room once again. He picks up a 25 health, and then the 5 vials in the vial hallway, firing some shot combos there over towards the ramp leading to the bio rifle, and now making his way down and back over to the super shield. Looks like he's going to make a jump down, and that was an interesting move. I'm not sure about his routes. Zhang seems to be running not your typical ironic patterns in this particular map, but he's doing a good job of sneaking up on his opponent. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to make the call as we come closer, but it looks like he's just doing his best to basically confuse his opponent, playing a much more strategic game rather than an all-out offensive aim game. swatjjang now down to 92 health. He was at 62, but he picks up a 25. Now making his way through the lightning gun room. Not picking up a shot combo, firing a triple stacked rocket into the hallway leading to the super shield, but no one is there. He does see his opponent going for the shot, or going for the flak cannon, but trying to fire a few lightning gun shots. Neither of them are going to hit. He is passing up weapons. He seems to definitely have a liking for, well, mostly he's been using the lightning gun, some rocket launcher, and occasionally his flak cannon. So far, though, swatjjang not able to get a score on the board, and GiMiX once again, once he has had his opponent in his sight, he's been able to dispose of him quite easily. Another great flak shot against his opponent, and that's going to make it 7-0 right now. And this South Korean needs to make some incredible moves in order to not only get a frag, but start his climb towards a possible victory over the Canadian powerhouse GiMiX. 9 minutes 57 seconds on the clock, and so far GiMiX has definitely been asserting his dominance on this level. He wants to show his opponent that he is in control, because remember folks, this isn't just a physical game of being able to move your keyboard and mouse fast and furious with precise, impeccable aiming. No, this is also a game of mental fortitude. It takes a lot of intimidation, of being able to outsmart your opponent, to predict your opponent, and that's exactly what GiMiX is doing here today on Ironic. 9 minutes 24 seconds on the clock. It is 7-0. And all of a sudden, GiMiX actually getting assaulted from behind. And although swatjjang had the one-up over his opponent, he was not able to turn around and turn that one into a frag. GiMiX was quick to react on that particular shot. With 9 minutes left on the clock, he is now sitting 8-0, and he is getting closer and closer to a possible shutout here on Ironic in the first day's group play of the Unreal Tournament 2004 play at the World Cyber Games 2004 here in San Francisco at the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium. What a wonderful place it is, folks. Spectators and players everywhere. Press trying to capture the action and the emotion of the event, and it is definitely not a letdown if you are not here. We hope that you're enjoying the coverage that we're offering here on the radio. And let's get back to the action as we got a fight over the 50 armor. Some nice flak there by GiMiX. This is the first time that we're seeing him without any armor, and a lightning gun hit would take him to his grave, but Zhang is going to be able to, or I'm sorry, he's not able to pick up that frag. GiMiX, with only 75 health remaining, manages to get a final shot combo on his opponent. He's going to find him one more time off of the spawn, and look at that, it's going to go into rampage mode as he gets a headshot on his opponent with his lightning gun and picks up that super shield. Not only is he ahead of Zhang 10-0, but also he is yet to be defeated, yet to be scored against here on this map, and like we said, looking towards a possible shutout. And GiMiX is going to pick up one more, only having 9 armor after that particular battle over near the 50 health. 9 armor, 96 health here for GiMiX. 7 minutes, 39 seconds left on the clock, so in just a few short seconds, we're going to be halfway through this game, and GiMiX could possibly be looking at a sweet shutout victory versus South Korean opponent swatjjang. And he's going to sneak up on his opponent. There it was again, coming from behind. Zhang definitely was not ready for that one, and GiMiX comes out on top, does not hesitate to make that shot, and as a result is going to pick up yet another frag, making his score 12-0 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. He is now fully pumped, 150 armor and 84 health, now up to 100 health as he picks up a health pack right there. He's waiting in between the hallways of the bio rifle and the 5 shards, and you could tell that he's definitely watching the movements of his opponent and trying to capture him, trying to make sure that he can knock him out as he rounds the next corner or as he tries to make a move for a weapon or for a power-up. And so far, he's been doing a fabulous job. GiMiX is going to find him again over near the 50 health, and it is up. Who's going to go for it? GiMiX looks like he's inching his way over. Not only does he grab it, but he's going to go up the ramp and assault his opponent, and a great primary flak shot by GiMiX is going to put it 13-0. We're still looking at a shutout here for GiMiX as he picks up another one in the hallway, leading to the super shield. Two nicely placed rockets, one at the feet, one at the head, right next to the wall. Is going to put another score up on his board, making it 14-0. Some great play here by this Canadian, doing a fabulous job, just all over his opponent. And there's another one off the spawn. He's going to hit him with the shot combo, follow up with some flak. He's trying to fire his primary, but his opponent is definitely playing a defensive game. He's got just a little bit of armor. They're going to meet up here in the rocket launcher room. Shots are being exchanged, but Zhang is going to be able to get out of there. No armor remaining. He makes his way back over to the 50 health. He's actually got 95 health, and his GiMiX comes down that ramp. He's got a triple stack rocket waiting for his opponent, and it is a direct hit, making it 16-0, now 17-0, as another rocket lands in the face of Zhang. An excellent series of play here by GiMiX. He is yet to be scored on, and he is just really putting the hurt on this South Korean here. There's another one executed with the flat cannon and then followed up with the minigun. Nicely done, as Zhang is pretty much weaponless here in the lower shield area. He's going to back his way out. He's going to use his flat cannon to fire some defensive shots there. I don't think it would be a good idea to make an advance on that shield. And in fact, as he thought his opponent was going to go in the opposite direction, he was wrong. His opponent was waiting for him down the ramp, and he quickly beelined himself the opposite direction to get out of there. 18-0 is the score in favor of GiMiX. This is Canada versus South Korea, and right now the Canadian GiMiX just doing a fabulous job here. We have got about 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and I think it's probably pretty easy to say that GiMiX is going to be your winner here. So now we're just hoping that, you know, maybe Zhang is going to be able to get one frag versus his opponent. We'll find out here shortly, but as each minute and each second ticks by, there's less and less of a chance for him to actually make that happen. Right now, he's still got no armor, 150 health, but he is hit with the lightning gun shot. It hits his torso as he's making his way over to the 50 armor. He hits a lightning gun shot of his own, but GiMiX, being very accurate with that minigun, manages to take down his opponent one more time, making it 19-0 now. 4 minutes on the clock. There's only 4 more minutes that Zhang is going to have to go through, and the GiMiX is now unstoppable. In Unreal Tournament 2004, when you score 20 points in a row, it gives you the title of unstoppable, and the only way that you can stop your opponent, obviously, is by scoring that one frag. swatjjang once again in the crosshair of his opponent, as GiMiX this time going to use his link gun to finish him off. Very nice shot. One thing I've noticed about GiMiX and his play here is he's very eclectic in his choice of weapons, switching up between the minigun, rockets, flak, the shock. He's using them all, and he's definitely got weapons for certain scenarios, for certain situations. We've even seen him use the bio rifle often to his advantage. So far he is definitely controlling the map, and I would have to say that he is the stronger player here on DM Ironic. Now, as we head into the final 3 minutes of this match, it is 22-0. GiMiX just putting the hurt on his opponent. Once again, these guys meet up. Some flak going back and forth, and Zhang actually misfiring his secondary flak ball there, actually killing himself and putting him on the scoreboard, unfortunately, with a negative score. That's going to make it 22-1 now. Literally no way that Zhang is going to be able to come back from this frag deficit. And GiMiX at this point in time, it's all about playing out the final minutes of this match. This is what we refer to in esports commentating as garbage time. Basically, the match has already been won, but both players, in respect towards the game and one another, play out the final minutes despite the score, despite the dominance that's been laid on GiMiX's opponent here, Zhang. It's now 23-1. I'm not sure if Zhang is actually going to be able to get to the positive, but GiMiX is definitely looking like a player who's going to advance out of his group with absolutely no problem at all. I have seen some of the groupings, and some of them are very strong. If you may have not heard, in fact, Gitz is actually in a group advancing situation versus Varric. Even Flow from New Zealand manages to take out Gitz, and that put Gitz in a sticky situation as he has to defeat Varric in order to advance out of the group play and into the bracket play. Let's get back to the action here as we have just 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. GiMiX is going to pick up another one as these guys exchange some shock balls. GiMiX is going to switch over to his flak, fires some primary, hits with a little bit of shrapnel the first shot, but the second one a direct hit, and here comes some more. Zhang actually doing some nice damage there. GiMiX for the first time really low, down to 17 armor at 27 health. He's going to pick up that 50 health and 225 just outside the bio rifle room. Goes around the corner near the health vials and is going to be met up with some primary flak. We've got 1 minute remaining in this particular match. 19 armor and 80 health for GiMiX, and there it is, folks. Godlike is achieved for GiMiX. 25 frags without being killed, and that in Unreal Tournament is going to award you Godlike. We've got about 40 seconds left on the clock. The question is how many more can GiMiX get? And for the first time this entire match, Zhang manages to pick himself up a super shield. He does get hit with a shock beam, almost gets nailed with that lightning gun shot there by his opponent, but so far doing a great job. He's got his rocket launcher out, firing rockets across the rocket launcher hallway, and with 20 seconds remaining, I don't think that there's much that he's going to be able to do, but he's making his way over to the 50 health. It is there, so he's got control over both the health, but he's only got about 10 seconds left to get out of the negatives, and you know what? It is not going to happen. GiMiX with 150 health, 50 armor is going to walk away from this one. Not killed in that entire match. 25 to -1. A great game for the Canadian GiMiX, and I can hear some applause coming from some of the spectators up in the arena, and they say congratulations to GiMiX, who just did a fabulous job in his control, in his gameplay, in his weapon choice, in the power-up management. Excellent job to the Canadian GiMiX. I believe this is his first World Cyber Games, so far performing very nicely. This is DJ Weed from Radio ITG, and folks, we have got a lot more World Cyber Games action coming at you here on Radio ITG, so stay tuned. Don't go away. Yo, hey, I heard you were coming. How's it going, man? What do you hear? Just you press.
Yeah, this is full press on my Max. I just arrived like 2 weeks ago.
Fully recovered. I saw, actually, Silcrates sent me the pictures of your accident. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I had no idea what happened, and then I saw your webpage. I had to translate it.
Yeah, but I got that food traces, but it's okay, like that.
Yeah? But feeling better?
Yeah.
Back on the bike? Lamb, this is my wife, Jen.
Hi.
Lamb is the head French commentator for the ESWC. So, yeah. It's going fabulous. Everything's on time. Everything's going smoothly. They've got us set up really nicely. So, it's very, very nice. We're very satisfied with everything. They have been doing great. It's pretty nice that it's all in one building. It's kind of the first time that they've tried that. It's usually separated out, and although it's worked, this seems to be pretty cool. They're broadcasting our streams over FM inside, so people can listen via FM